Hello. So we heard on the radio, me and Chris, that it's supposed to be downpour all this weekend, and I had to call him up. I said, we gotta go camping, and he's like, yeah. He said, I was just about to call you as well. So we're out here. We're gonna get ready and set up 2 hammocks under 1 tarp, and wait for this to start. It's supposed to start sometime tonight. Thunder and lightning, over 100 millimeters of rain, which converts, if you do it, I believe around 4 inches of rain over the next 2 days. So it's going to be crazy weather, but we love this stuff. So we're going to get this set up.
Just out of curiosity, did you remember to bring your poncho?
Yes, I got my poncho.
Okay.
Of course I did. Anyway, we're going to get set up before this starts. So we've got it all set up there now. And we've both got our hammocks, one on each side. Now, we ran a ridge line right to the center tree over to this tree. And then staked out our tarp. Now, we've hooked our hammocks, both of them, to the back tree. And then we have a tree on this side and a tree over here that we're able to make a V with our hammocks. That allows lots of room in the center that we can work around. We can place our gas stoves in the middle and be able to cook in there, sit in our hammocks and chat and so on. So it should make a pretty nice home for the night. So it started raining, and hear the pitter-patter hitting the tarp. I figured it was going to wait a little bit longer, but I guess it's going to start already. We're prepared for this, and we actually enjoy this. Nothing like sitting underneath of a tarp. Now, it's possible thunder and lightning. Not saying there's going to be, but being in the woods in a thunder and lightning storm is dangerous. So, they just said it's a thunderstorm. Hopefully it doesn't get too drastic out here. But we've been out in some pretty crazy weather. I think it's kind of the adventure for us. So I'm going to turn you off because I don't want the camera to get wet. Not sure if you can hear that, but to me that's an awesome sound. So the winds and the rain have picked up. You can hear it out there. We're nice and toasty in here. Getting ready to go to sleep for the night. I'd certainly say that's the heavy rains they're talking about. It's pouring out there pretty good. Very loud. Tonight's one of those nights where you don't get a steady sleep. You'll fall asleep and then a big gust of wind or something will, the noise and such will wake you back up. So it's a on-off type of sleep, but it's getting pretty wild out here, that's for sure. Very heavy rains, and the wind's not too bad, but it picks up. It's picking up. Tarps moving up and around and so on and stuff, but I'm enjoying it. I'm gonna go back to sleep. So I just checked the time. It's 3 a.m. right now, and I also checked the temperature. It's 8 degrees
Celsius. So it's single digits. It's not real cold. I'm toasty. And so it's not, you know, below freezing, thank goodness. And it's just a really nice night. I mean, you have to be covered up and so on. And I have a -5 bag, actually. I have the Sportsneer bag, and it's working great. I actually have to open it up because I'm a little too warm. But these type of conditions and such, you remember these. That's why we come out as well. You know, it's some of the best times for us. But still, I mean, this could be pretty bad, the right condition, if I was totally soaked and such. It's still, you know, not great conditions for sure. You wouldn't want to be totally soaked out here in these temperatures. But we're staying dry. Hammock's nice and dry, or sleeping bags. You know, it's working out great. Gonna try to get some more sleep, but I'm kind of awake right now. Yeah. How you making out, Chris?
Well, as it happens, I'm kind of awake myself.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll turn you back on a little later, or possibly in the morning. I don't know. Well, I gotta say that, you hear that? It got pretty wild last night. The wind and the rain. But we've been toasty and dry. It's a good night. Of course, you woke up off and on. And just go back to sleep. That's what we'd do. But just from the noise, you'd wake up. But very comfortable. It was a good night. It's almost 6:30 there now in the morning. And, well, I might try to go back to sleep and catch a couple more Z's. This here is an hour later, and I kind of got to speak up. Wow. I fell back asleep, and it's close to 7:30 now. But, yeah, she's raining pretty good. I'm not getting up for a little bit anyway. Gorgeous morning, besides the rain, of course, but I can hear some of the birds going and such. They're singing and stuff. It is gorgeous mornings. Pretty nice temperature as well. Now, the only thing about going out into this conditions, I mean, we love this stuff, but the only concern really is the water. If you did get wet, if you got soaked, and even at those temperatures, there is a risk there, but that doesn't concern us much because I can't remember when we got wet when we're camping in the rain, to tell you the truth. I think once that I can remember many years ago, and that was just because of the tarp the wind blew the tarp the wrong way or something like that there, and Chris's sleeping bag got wet. But other than that, that don't concern me. But the wind is what actually you got to worry about. And that's because, you know, you can have branches falling from trees or trees falling down and so on. So when you have high winds going out, there can be, you know, a danger there. We've never had a problem once again. We've been out in hurricanes, you know, and stuff like that. But there is a risk. So I just want to put that out there.
So what do you do on a rainy day out in the bush? Well, I get dressed for it, and I'm going out, and I know where there's a fallen spruce tree. I'm going to get some bark and make myself a basket. So do little projects, you know, in underneath the tarp and such. That's what I do when it's raining out here. Find stuff to do. No different than if the sun's shining.
Sorry for the angle. There's not much choice in here right now. I can't put you out in the rain. So this here is the spruce bark. This has been down for a while, so it didn't peel the best, but I still was able to get it off. But you scrape off the outer bark, and this is the inner bark. Now, this is very pliable right now. And what I'm going to do to make my basket, this is very simple, and this will harden right up as it dries. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part here and fold it into a V. Right in this corner, right here. Just fold it like this, and then I'm going to bend it over. So, undo that, and then bend it over. Right there like that. So, I made my V and bend it over, and now these here are just split sticks. Now this is how you make a waterproof container with birch bark, or other types of bark, even this one here. Now, I never heard of a spruce bark container, but I'm always playing and such, and I tried this one day, and it works. So, and I really like how it works. So now, whenever I see a downed tree that I can get the bark from, I'll do it, just because we make some really nice baskets. If I can spread this apart, get that on there. There you go, that holds that end. Now all I have to do is the same thing to the other end. So when this is done, I'll let you take a look at it. So there's our container. It's that simple, right there. And that would hold water, it'll hold berries. If you did find one that has a little tear in it and such, or a weak spot, you can take some pine pitch and put inside to waterproof it. They used to do that, but that's how simple it is. These little projects like this here keeps me busy out here, even when it's raining, but I enjoy doing it. You know, you can make bows and arrows, you can make different tools and weapons, but these here are just as important projects in my opinion.
So we're all done for the day now, and we're just packing up. Last thing we're going to pack up is the tarp, and that's the first thing you put up in a rainstorm. You come out, you put your tarp up, and then you can work underneath it. The same thing when you tear it down. So, hope you enjoyed this trip, and we had a lot of fun. Say goodbye, Chris.
Bye, Chris.
That's why I bring him. He's a goofball. Keeps me laughing. Have a good one, and thanks for watching.